your SP has left you or is ignoring you, watch this video. We need to talk. Hi everyone, I hope we're all doing well. Welcome back to my channel. I am your favorite YouTuber. Before we get into the video, you are more than welcome to subscribe. On this channel, I talk about all things law of assumption, so if that sounds good to you, I would love to have you here. You also wouldn't want to miss out on one-on-one coaching with me where I bring you to your desired reality step by step. What I can say for a fact is that my emails are laced with literal magic. You are literally having a conversation with me where I focus on your desires and how to get them without having to wait, because you deserve your desires today. If you would like to be spoiled, if you would like the attention to be all on you, if you would like to get your desire as quickly as possible with me in the ringer with you, sign up today at RitaKaminski.com or click the second link in the description box down below. I know you want to. This is one of those times where I have to tell you that you must prioritize your self-concept if your SP has left you or is ignoring you or is doing anything that does not match your expectations and standards. Again, if your SP has left you or is ignoring you or is treating you in any way that is not up to par to your wants and needs, that is evidence that you have a low self-concept, and we need to work on getting it way up. It's like blaring red lights flashing at you going beep, beep, wrong turn, go back, your self-concept is in the gutter. It is time to raise it to the sky, to the moon, the highest extent that it can possibly go. You need to know your worth. You need to work on that self-concept. The information included in this video is the information that gave me a high self-concept. Nothing more, nothing less. I highly advise for you to watch that video after this one. Knowing your worth is a deeply personal journey that involves self-reflection and understanding your needs, understanding your strengths, and acknowledging your value in every aspect of life. Here are the exact steps we need to go through to realize our self-worth. Take time to reflect on your values and beliefs and what makes you special. Consider your strengths, skills, and accomplishments. This can help you understand what you bring in specific situations. So when I did this, every single morning I wrote down 3 things that I absolutely loved about myself. They could be different each time, but what happened after a couple of days is I was like, there's actually a reason why I am worth this love and this respect. The overall theme is that because I am born, but it's also because I'm naturally the way that I am. The inherent characteristics that I have are actually perfect, and I wrote them down. I was in tune with myself, what I thought, how I felt, and I was like, yeah, I provide value to people. I help people. The fact that I want to help people is very important. My heart and soul pours out to give you guys this information, and I want you guys to live the best lives ever, and that characteristic about me is commendable, and it's not because someone said for me to do it, but because it's genuinely something that I want to do. I respect that in myself, right? If you do this exercise every morning, you'll be able to look back and be like, actually, you know what? This characteristic makes me special, this characteristic makes me special, and this characteristic makes me special. So why the fuck am I taking this shit from this motherfucker? And when you start knowing your worth, I know that a lot of people say it, but it's true. They will know your worth as well. Everyone is you pushed out. Number 2 is to set boundaries. Recognize the importance of setting boundaries in your life and within your relationship. My best friend was in a relationship for 8 years. They broke up. Her 2 sisters kept on relaying information back to my best friend. My best friend set clear boundaries and said, no, I don't want to know this information. This is upsetting me even more. Can you kindly not tell me anything about this person? And they backed off, right? We're setting boundaries kindly. What that does is it tells you, and that's the most important thing, that you are important enough to set these boundaries. You are important. You are not going to just take everything. If someone slaps you in the face, you're not just going to take it, right? So when someone does something that you do not like and you tell them clearly, that is setting out signals to them. That's obvious. But we don't give a fuck about them. We give a fuck about ourselves first. That we are important. We are deserving of being treated in the way that we want to, period. Knowing your limits and standing up for yourself helps maintain your respect for yourself and ensures that others respect you as well, which should be a given anyways, bitch. Number 3, practice self-compassion. Treat yourself with kindness and understanding even in difficult times. When you're feeling down, when you feel like you've stuffed up, give yourself the same empathy that you would give to a best friend or to a sister. Number 4, surround yourself with positive influences. You could be hanging out with a group of friends that have set a standard for themselves as women or as men that I actually deserve to be cheated on, or I actually deserve to be treated like shit or ignored or be left unseen or have the guy Snapchat multiple women, whatever it is. You might be in that community, and as humans, whatever community we're in, we tend to think that that is what the reality is of life. When you are in a group of those kind of people that don't understand their worth, that think that is normal, you are going to think the same thing of yourself. So surround yourself with people that are upper echelon, that know their worth. You will start seeing that, actually, getting breadcrumbs from this person does not suit me. Actually, I'm now in a friend group where all men pay for my friend's drinks, my friend's dinner, my friend's bills. My friend group, all of their men completely sustain my friends. That is the standard in that group of friends, and I'm going to be there. I'm going to set that standard for myself as well because I'm surrounded by it. Just a quick tidbit. I understand sometimes you listen to this advice and you think, well, fuck, Rita, I don't know where to find these friends. You find these friends by leveling up yourself, right? So following your happiness in terms of following your hobbies. What interests you? So for example, if I go to the gym and I attract friends that are also going to the gym, I'm attracting people that are a little bit higher echelon, right? It doesn't have to be the gym. It could be joining a book club or going hiking or whatever, but just being open to new friends, right? Just acknowledging that, hey, there actually are people out there that are of upper echelon, and it's easy for me to find them. All I have to do is just level up myself, work on my hobbies, work on personal development, and they will come themselves. Trust me. Next tip, acknowledge your achievements. Celebrate your successes, no matter how small. You could have been waking up so late for ages, and then you just decide, hey, I want to wake up at 7 a.m. every morning, and you follow up on that. Or you tell yourself, I want to eat less calories, or maybe I'm gonna skip the nightly snack that I have, right? When you set yourself some sort of a goal and you accomplish that, recognize it, because you will value yourself and you will recognize yourself as someone who can set these things, and then you also follow your word and you also achieve them. Keep a record of these accomplishments because it boosts your confidence and it reminds you of your capabilities. For example, I was in Russia 5 years ago, right? I am currently in Russia right now. I was born in Russia, but I was raised in Australia. So yeah, I had a household that spoke Russian, but I wasn't fluent. And when I went to Russia, I would feel so self-conscious, like, oh, they'll look at me like I'm stupid because I forgot some words, right? This was 5 years ago. And then this year, I just talk however I want. And I'm like, I don't mind. I don't care if I forget a word. I don't care if I say something funny, as long as I'm confident. I viewed that about myself and I was like, I love myself so much. Like, I have accomplished an almost thing that I was scared of, right? I transcended that fear, that self-consciousness, the insecurity of speaking Russian, and now I can speak to anyone in Russian without feeling some form of insecurity. So even if that may seem like something small to you, like, oh, but all of my Russian friends speak fluently in Russian, it doesn't matter. It's your life, and each little accomplishment matters because it is progress. Second last tip is invest in your personal growth. By focusing on self-development, like setting boundaries, you are essentially telling yourself that I am enough, I am worthy, I am deserving of better treatment and better treatment of myself by myself. So I'm not just giving myself shitty food, shitty nutrition. I'm actually being mindful of what I put into my body, and I'm honoring my body. I'm not saying whatever vomit comes out of my mouth. I am mindful that I'm not swearing, that I'm not gossiping. You will actually send signals to yourself saying, I am worthy of this treatment because I treat myself this way as well. I'm not just mindlessly doing whatever. I am setting a standard to myself to be the best version of myself, no matter how that looks to you, but as long as it's intentional. And the last tip is challenge negative thoughts. Be mindful of your internal dialogue. So affirm in the way that you want your life to go, in the way that you want treatment in your life to go, in your self-concept as well. No matter what happens, no matter what you think, no matter how you're treated, no, everything in my life is perfect, including me. I get the best treatment ever. Even if you do not believe it at first, as long as you keep repeating it, you will start to believe it. What we keep repetitively thinking in our minds is what the definition of a belief is. For me, this comes in a form of finding one affirmation that envelops self-concept and you having a perfect self-concept, and continuously affirming that as much as possible throughout the day. This will distract you from thinking negatively, right? So everything in my life is perfect, including me, is absolutely perfect. I have no flaws. I have the perfect self-concept. I am treated like the queen that I am because I know that I am the queen. I am absolutely flawless in every single way imaginable. I can do no wrong. When negative thoughts arise, question their validity and reframe them in a more positive light. For example, let's say you've said something embarrassing and then you begin to think, why do I always say such embarrassing things? Why do I always embarrass myself, right? You quickly stop that thought and then you reframe it to, why do I think that I'm embarrassing? Really go into the core of this. This is disproving limiting beliefs. Oh, it's because society's told me that I have to act this way. The media's told me that I have to act this way. I can't be cringe. I can't be cringe. I can't say this. I can't be vulnerable. I can't stuff up in my wedding. I can't stutter. Why? Because society has taught me this. Is society ultimately true? Is this written up in the skies? No, because everything is neutral. Nothing matters. Nothing means anything. We are all making it up as we go. That was some old terminology, and actually, whatever comes out of my mouth is absolutely fucking perfect because it's coming from my heart. And how the fuck my heart is set out is perfect. It's natural. It is literally how I was born, and how I was born was perfect. I was created and born perfectly by the perfect creator. God never makes mistakes, so you can shove that embarrassment up your ass. As soon as we're disproving this limiting belief, we turn around and we go, everything about me is perfect, and we continually keep affirming that until that negative thought dwindles out. Keep all of these things in mind and utilize them, and trust me, never in your life again will you be feeling ignored by your SP, blocked by your SP, treated any kind of way by your SP that you don't want. Self-concept in terms of these things is very, very important. When you're being treated like shit, not just by your SP, but by your mom, by family, by friends, by acquaintances, by strangers, it is a signal, blaring warning lights that you've let something go in your self-concept, and you must rekindle that. You must fix it. You must make it perfect, okay? Just like you are right now. So with that being said, I trust that this video gave you the guidance that you needed. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up because I know you loved it. I hope you have an amazing day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye everyone.